Happy end of Ramadan, everyone. It's towards the end, so everyone is tired and sick of heavy meals. So I decided to give you an alternative meal. This meal is about, a pie. In the UK, they call it a Wellington, beef Wellington, if you stuff it with beef. I decided to make mine with smoked salmon, Swiss cheese, and layers of two kinds of omelettes. So when you roll them up and cut them, you get this beautiful roulade of amazing layers. So I'm going to start by making the omelettes, 2 layers. One is going to be plain omelette and the second one is going to have some herbs in it. So the first one is going to have 2 eggs and the second one will have 2 eggs plus some of these. These are the herbs that I used in the Persian episode that I used. It's got fenugreek and dill and parsley and all the good stuff. So I'm using this baby for my omelette, which is a little bit of a cheat in a coco sabzi. So let's start by making our first omelette. It's 2 eggs. Okay, so one omelette is done. We start on the second one with the herbs. Okay. So I'm done with the omelettes. As you can see, this one broke apart, but that's okay because we're going to stuff it inside the puff pastry. I'll hold it to the side. There you go. And now I'm ready for my assembly. That assembly is about rolling the puff pastry with all the layers. Let's start with that by taking, this is pre-made puff pastry that I bought in the market, and I also go to the local bakers. So I'm going to roll this out that way. As you can see, it's rolling out without any issues. That means I have it at the right temperature, it's in good form, and I am ready to start my layers. So the first layer I'm going to lay down is the cheese. This is Swiss cheese. As you can see, the bubbles have gone out. Okay, so 1 layer of Swiss cheese. Let's do that. And smoked salmon, 2nd layer. Third layer would be the omelette that I made. I didn't add any salt on the omelette because the smoked salmon has so much salt in it, and I prefer to keep the level of seasoning up to the consumer. It's up to you. So another layer of cheese, and this is Swiss cheese again. It's got a very nutty taste, which gives this dish a great flavor. And now a layer of smoked salmon. This is beautiful organic wild salmon. It comes from Norway. So choose your products carefully because it makes a big difference at the end. And now the last layer is this fine omelette that I made, and it just goes in as is, like that. And now what we do is, let's put that last piece here. And now we roll it. Use the paper that it came in, and we just roll the entire thing on its own, like that. Okay, so we're rolling until we get to the end, and you roll very tight because it needs to hold together, and it seems to be doing very well. As you can see, the pastry gets very soft very quickly, so we got to move and work really fast. So now the pastry has rolled on its own. I'll transfer it back on the paper that it came in because I'm going to put this on the pan in this paper. What I'll do in the last bit is just hold this and press. What's happening right here is that it's holding everything, the stuffing, together. That looks, I think we got something very nice. And just before I transfer it on the pan, I am going to score it just to give it a bit of an artistic design. So at the end, I'll just press these ends like that. Give it a design that closes the pastry. And then I've given it a nice edge. And then I'm scoring the top like that, just with the tip of your knife. This helps the pastry get a nice shape, and it also helps it release some of the steam from the inside. So that's a beautiful shape. And last but not least, one layer of egg wash, and this is just egg yolk and egg white with a little bit of water, and this gives this pastry a beautiful shine at the end when it bakes in an oven. I've preheated my oven at about 160 degrees, and now I'm ready to transfer it onto the pan so it can go straight into the oven, and I can transfer it easily by lifting the same paper that it came in and then just taking it straight to the oven. I preheated, like I said, the oven at 180 for about 10 to 15 minutes, and keep an eye on those. Sometimes it bakes for about half an hour, so just keep an eye on it. Okay, and now we wait. It's been baking for half an hour now. I think it's ready. It smells great and it looks great. Look at this. I'm gonna cut this and see how it looks like on the inside. So this is the moment of truth. And okay, that piece is an extra. Okay, this is the piece that I am looking for. Oh yeah, that looks so good. And here we go. Okay, let's plate this properly. I have an idea for plating. So I'm gonna plate this and decorate it the way I like. So I have a little bit of salad. It's a beautiful looking salad. So I'm gonna put a few leaves here, over there, just to dress the plate. And I made my own Hollandaise sauce, and I will pour it on the side, not on top, because some people don't like it. All right, and now it's time to taste it. I can't wait. This is smelling superb. We're wearing pink today in honor of salmon, and we have a pink napkin for the salmon. It's kind of salmon color. So time to taste this. It looks beautiful. Sauce looks great. Okay, here we go. So nice. We didn't put any salt on the omelettes. We didn't add any seasoning inside. The flavor of the smoked salmon is coming out. The cheese is melting very nicely. Ah, so nice. All right, I'm gonna continue to eat this. Again, I recommend this for your last meal in Ramadan or any time of the week, or on Sundays, on Saturdays, for your brunch, anytime. Sahten. Bon appetit, Sahten. Oh.